In the opening scene, we see several undercover CIA agents getting assassinated in Moscow by the Russian government under the leadership of KGB director Yasiliev. Nailed that. Their heads are brutally decapitated and sent to the US Embassy as a chilling message. The scene then cuts to 5 years later, and we see a man named Sammy, who is on the lookout for potential models for a Paris-based agency. His journey leads him to a local Moscow market, where he notices a beautiful young woman named Anna selling matryoshka dolls. Sammy extends an offer to Anna, proposing that she consider a career in modeling, with all living expenses covered by the organization. The latter thinks for a while and eventually accepts. The very next day, Anna arrives in Paris and is introduced to the modeling agency. There, she meets an operator named Dorothy and the agency's head, John. Dorothy then shows her the apartment which she'll be sharing with other models. Anna is surprisingly assigned with the photo shooting session the following day, without any practice or training. As a result of this, she initially struggles with posing and facial expressions. Ooh, must be tough. But being a fast learner, she quickly adapts to her new profession, delivering impressive poses and expressions. After a tiring day, Anna returns to her room, only to find some fellow models engaging in intimate activities in her bed. She confronts them, but the group makes fun of her and asks her to join in as well. "Come, Anna, we all share our butts." Frustrated, Anna leaves and decides to share a room with another model, Maud. One evening, the agency holds a dinner party for all its stakeholders, including the models. During this, John introduces Anna to Oleg Filinkov, one of the partners of the firm. Oleg seems to be captivated by Anna's beauty and openly flirts with her. After a brief conversation, he asks her out for dinner, and she agrees. 2 months pass by, and we see the pair kissing at a luxurious hotel suite. When Oleg seeks further intimacy, Anna hesitates, deeming it to be too soon. 2 months. She asks more about him, as well as about his profession. In response, he reveals that he supplies weapons to war-torn countries for a living. After retrieving that information she needs, Anna goes to the bathroom and takes out a hidden mic from her outfit. She then takes a moment to calm herself, and then retrieves a handgun to shoot him dead. Back to 3 years earlier, we see Anna, who lives with her abusive boyfriend named Pyotr. It turns out that she has been enduring years of her boyfriend's domestic abuse. She is forced to participate in stealing money from the credit cards of kidnapped foreigners, and if she refuses, she gets beaten up. As a result of these tortures, she is ready to do anything to escape the life she is trapped in. In pursuit of freedom, Anna submits multiple applications to join the Russian Navy through various forms, yet receives no response. One night, Pyotr and his accomplices abduct an American citizen, subjecting him to a violent assault while demanding the ATM card's PIN. As usual, Anna is powerless to intervene and can only remain inside the car. This time, they are spotted by the police, prompting them to drive away. The chase begins, and Pyotr roughly drives through the streets of Moscow in a desperate bid to outrun the cops. Before long, their car collides with another vehicle, causing it to crash and flip upside down. Thankfully, Pyotr and Anna manage to survive with minor injuries. The pair then hastily makes their way home on foot. Upon their return, Anna notices a KGB agent named Alex waiting behind the door. He attaches a silencer to his handgun and shoots Pyotr to death. Despite the grim sight, Anna remains calm and unaffected, which leaves an impression on the officer. Alex seems to know everything about Anna and offers her a fresh start to work for the KGB. He outlines a plan involving 1 year of training and 4 years of field work, promising her eventual freedom. Believing that it might be another trap, Anna refuses the offer and cuts herself as the blood drips down. Alex encourages her to put faith in herself rather than rely on others. This finally convinces Anna, so she covers her wound and accepts his proposition. After a year of training, Alex presents Anna to the senior KGB handler, Olga. The latter is reluctant to hire Anna under her department, as she thinks Anna is just a pretty face who can be used as a honey trap. However, Anna swiftly impresses Olga with her keen intellect and exceptional skills in chess. As a result, Olga assigns Anna with a mission to eliminate a Russian drug lord at a cafe within a strict time limit of 5 minutes. Anna is completely unaware of the presence of armed bodyguards and the situation inside the cafe. Nevertheless, she enters the cafe and draws her weapon on the drug lord, only to discover that it's unloaded. As a consequence, the armed bodyguards begin to attack her. This forces her to engage in close combat. Surprisingly, Surprisingly, Anna turns out to be a skilled fighter, and she takes down the guards one after another. As she wipes out all of them, the drug lord smacks her head from behind. He attempts to strangle her, but she somehow manages to reach a fork and repeatedly stabs him until he succumbs to his injuries. But despite all of this, Anna exceeds the time limit by 1 minute, leading Olga to deem her mission a failure. Later, Anna confronts Olga in her office, accusing her of setting up a trap to get her killed. In response, Olga suggests that one should always be extra careful, because danger never sends warnings. She then drives Anna to her new apartment, and before departing, hands her a stack of files regarding her next target, instructing her to study them in detail. The following day, Anna is going through the target's files when she receives a call from Alex. He appears to have feelings for her, so he asks her out for dinner. Anna responds that she would love to see him, but she is already too busy at the moment. As a result, the two agree to meet some other time. The mission day finally arrives, and it turns out that she has to execute Oleg. Anna does it efficiently, as shown in the previous scene. Here, it is revealed that the entire Paris model scouting operation was part of the KGB's plan to assassinate Oleg. Anna intentionally positioned herself at the local market, where she caught the attention of Sammy. As a part of the plan, she flew to Paris, where she established a new career as a top model. In order to avoid suspicion, Olga endorsed her to establish a relationship with Maud. After killing Oleg, Anna used a body double to wipe the hotel's security tapes. Now that's some spy-style shit. At present, Anna is being interrogated by a CIA agent named Lenny Miller regarding Oleg's murder. In response, she asserts that she did indeed go to the hotel. As shown by street camera footage, Anna explains that she waited for Oleg in the lounge, but he didn't show up. Lacking concrete evidence against her, the agents let her go. In the next scene, Anna returns to Moscow after successfully completing her mission. While in her apartment, she is visited by Alex. They appear to be seeing each other after a long time, so they immediately start making out, trading tongues for the motherland. The following day, Olga, Alex, and Anna go to meet Vasiliev. Unfortunately, he refuses to honor the original agreement and dismisses the notion of granting Anna freedom in 5 years. When she presses the issue, he holds her at gunpoint, asserting that former agents pose a liability to the agency and that the only path to freedom is death. Even Olga and Alex are unable to utter a word in front of Vasiliev. Disheartened, Anna returns to Paris and continues her career as a model. On a particular day, she calls Alex, expressing her discontent at being unable to live freely. Alex tells her not to lose hope, as there might be some way out. Anna asks if he will support her if she ever plans to run away, to which he replies that he'll try his best. Soft answer. A few days later, Anna is summoned by Olga for the next mission. The target is a man named Württemberg, who is waiting for an escort to satisfy him in a hotel room. Olga informs her that the room contains no cameras or listening devices. Because of this, she won't be able to monitor her, and she is on her own in this mission. After a while, Anna disguises herself as an escort and enters the target's room. She asks Württemberg to wait for a minute, pretending to use the bathroom. Inside, she retrieves a gun, attaches a silencer, and walks out to shoot him dead. Following this, she retrieves Württemberg's suitcase and returns to Olga in the other room of the same hotel. Olga doesn't appear to be satisfied by her work because she took 12 minutes, which is longer than she usually takes. Moreover, Anna didn't bring the index finger of the target, as mentioned in the job detail. Due to this, Anna returns back to the target's room, mutilates an index finger, and brings it back. At this point of time, Anna breaks down in tears and asks how many more she has to kill. Sensing her frustration, Olga advises her to take a week-long vacation with Maud. Anna's vacation proves to be really useful, as she needed it for a long time. She then returns back to work in a completely refreshed state. I am ready to kill again. From that day onwards, Anna carries out numerous tasks efficiently, which impresses Olga. Simultaneously, she also excels in her modeling career. Several months pass, and Vasiliev, who is pleased with her performance, summons her to Moscow for a meeting. As soon as Anna lands in Moscow, she proceeds to the KGB headquarters and meets Alex. Overwhelmed by their emotions, they quickly sneak into a storage room and get it on. After satisfying themselves, Anna enters Vasiliev's cabin, where they have a conversation over a chess game. While seated nearby, Alex notices Anna's suspicious hand movements under the table. In an unexpected turn of events, Anna defeats Vasiliev in the game, and at the same time, she grabs her gun and shoots him right in his fat head. The scene then flashes back to 6 months earlier, when Anna was tasked with eliminating Württemberg. On that day, as she walked out from the bathroom, she was startled to find Agent Lenny and his team waiting to apprehend her red-handed. Once cuffing her hands, Lenny offered her to work for them as a double agent. In exchange for 1 1 year of her service, he promised her freedom and a secure life in Hawaii. Left with limited choice, Anna accepted the offer. Before parting ways, though, she asked him about how Lenny managed to catch her, to which he replied that he recognized the way she held her bag. Lenny's got away with bags. This entire scenario is the reason why it took 12 minutes to return to Olga that day. During her 1-week vacation, Lenny came to check up on her and they had a brief conversation inside a closet. He asked her for dinner, but she couldn't do so because Olga was still spying on her. However, they secretly met in his room that night and the two made out. Lenny's up to more bag tricks. Since then, they started to meet more often, even after returning to Paris. One day, Lenny assigned her with a job to execute Vasiliev because he was threatening the respectful relationship between KGB and the CIA. He also shared with Anna about how he was the head of CIA in Moscow when Vasiliev killed 9 US undercover agents in a single day. In order to persuade Anna, he offered early freedom upon successful completion of the mission, and she agreed. Back to the present day. After assassinating Vasiliev, Anna immediately holds Alex at gunpoint and injects him with a sedative, making him sleep. Following this, she extracts critical data from Vasiliev's computer onto a flash drive and leaves. Alex, despite his drowsy state, manages to crawl toward Vasiliev's table and activates an emergency button beneath it, alerting the security team. However, Anna, being a highly skilled fighter, incapacitates all the guards on her way out. Despite this, she fails to reach the rendezvous point in time where Lenny is waiting for her. This unfortunate delay leads Lenny to believe that Anna has betrayed him, prompting his leave. After this, he heads to Maud's place and instructs her to notify him as soon as Anna contacts her. Lenny then flies back to New York, where he's awarded for successfully eliminating Vasiliev. One day, while in his office, Lenny receives a message from Anna, summoning him to meet at a specific coffee shop in a park. Lenny heads to the location only to discover Alex instead. Both men recognize each other and inform their respective teams, who are secretly backing them up. Shortly after, Anna arrives on the scene and shares kisses with both men. Now that's a double agent. It turns out that she deliberately arranged the meeting with the two rivals. She returns their crucial information she had previously stolen to each of them. However, she claims to have kept a copy, which she will expose if either party betrays her. By accepting the return of their data, Lenny and Alex allow Anna to walk away towards her freedom. Unbeknownst to all of them, the meeting area is under the surveillance of Olga. Shortly after Anna leaves the meeting, Olga catches up to her and fatally shoots her for betraying the KGB. Lenny and Alex find themselves holding each other at gunpoint, but are ultimately forced to retreat. 3 months earlier, Anna and Olga met for an information update. During this meeting, Olga admitted that she was aware that the CIA got Anna because she had noticed cuff marks on her hands during the Württemberg mission, and she knew that Württemberg preferred whips and feathers. Despite this, Olga told her to do what they say, allowing her to kill Vasiliev. Olga had a personal motive for this decision. She wanted to take Vasiliev's position. It's later revealed that Olga's shooting of Anna at the park was staged, as Anna had been wearing a bulletproof vest. They immediately use a body double to fake her death while the real Anna slipped into the sewers, changed her clothes, and removed the wig from her shaved head before vanishing into the crowds, finally free. In the aftermath of these events, Olga is appointed as Vasiliev's successor just as she wanted. As she accesses her computer, she discovers Anna's database attached with a video message. In the video, Anna expresses her gratitude to Olga, but also reveals that she has recorded their last conversation, in which Olga had admitted to supporting the CIA's plan to assassinate Vasiliev. She did it in case Olga betrays their agreement. Olga smirks and then fulfills Anna's final request, which is deleting her identity from the KGB database. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.